Hi, it's me, Alice DeForest. I'm going to tell you about two communities tonight located in the city of Rankin, Effingham County, Georgia, just west of Savannah. And I'm going to tell you about them together because they're associated. They kind of go hand in hand. One is called Madison Oaks and the other one is Warrenton. They were developed by Rock Enterprise, who did a lot of communities in Effingham County starting in the 1990s and home building as well. And over the next few videos, you'll be hearing about more of Rock Enterprise communities and some of the things behind making of them. Well, with this particular one, Madison Oaks, was in about 1995. Deborah Rafter, who worked for Rock Enterprises for many years, she got the call from the surveyor that she had to have a name for this community to go in front of the planning board. And they had to have it, of course, that day. And she came up with the idea of her new granddaughter, Madison. She presented it to the owners and they liked it, so they named it Madison Oaks. She also had to come up with some street names. So she thought about a community that she had lived in called the Pines down in Bradenton, Florida. And she took some of the names out of there. And in this particular neighborhood, Madison Oaks, was Willowdale. Well, then you fast forward a couple years ahead and you go across the street to Warrenton. And a lot of people thought that might have been named after Warren Ratchford, who did a lot of legal work on both of the communities, or Warren Portress, the surveyor, who did both of the communities. And of course, Warren Portress did surveying for many, many communities throughout Effingham County for many years. But it wasn't. By this time, Debbie had a grandson named Warren, and so they went ahead with the name Warrenton. Also in there was Copperfield and Centerwood, which were names back into her community in Bradenton, Florida. So that's the story behind the names of those communities and the naming of the streets. One of the things I want to share with you about Madison Oaks that I particularly liked, and of course I worked for them as well, but as the broker of their real estate company, and was an ad we ran. It was always one of my favorites, and we had a lot of good feedback on this, but it was there's no place like a Madison Oaks home. And I remember somebody calling into the office one time and asking me if that was me, my legs and my shoes, and of course it wasn't. We had a very good ad campaign person we were using and came up with that. So that's the story behind those communities. I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you very much.